Hey guys, it's Jeremy here at Metal Music Meltdown, back with another video. What I have here today, guys, is an album review for the latest Alice Cooper record entitled Road. I haven't been doing as many album reviews on my channel as I would like, so I just want to incorporate more of those into the channel. And I figured what better artist to start with than the mighty Alice Cooper, the godfather of everything shock rock. Really liking Alice Cooper. He's got some duds in his catalog, of course, but overall I really enjoy his stuff. Really good live band. I've seen them live a few times. And he just kills it. He's still putting out good material, and this album is no different. So this album just came out on August 25th, a couple days ago. It's his 29th studio album overall, 22nd solo studio album, which is pretty crazy, the amount of material he's been putting out over the years. And it's 47 minutes in length, 13 tracks. It's kind of what I expected from this album, to be honest with you. Pretty straightforward, hard rock album, not even hard rock, it's kind of like rock and roll. Classic Alice sound, got the kind of eerie kind of a deliverance to it. A lot of his songs he does spoken word, and he's got almost like a theatrical kind of delivery to his vocals and the spoken word part that kind of reminds me of like the Rocky Horror Picture Show, that kind of vibe. Mix that with some kind of guitar riffs and heavy riffs and rock music. That's kind of what you get when you listen to an Alice Cooper record. But like I said, 13 tracks in total. The opener, I'm Alice, is pretty rockin' track. He's kind of essentially talking about himself and his road, being on the road and being a musician, etc. I find this album had some kind of thematic scheme to it. A lot of the songs were kind of about being on the road and the typical life on the road and what not to do and to do, and things you come across along the way. But most of the songs were kind of had that theme to them. The second track, Welcome to the Show, had a really catchy chorus, pretty rockin' song, great riffs. Nina Strauss has some really good guitar work on this one. Album in general, I mean. Pretty solid solos and guitar work. All Over the World is the third track. Again, pretty rockin' song. Really catchy chorus, really heavy guitar riff, kind of more to the beginning, but leading into the song, and another rocker. Dead Don't Dance had one of the more heavier riffs at the beginning. It was really noticeable. It was really of like a kind of a nodder, kind of more of a headbanger riff, a little bit heavier song on the album. Go Away, I wasn't too fond of. It was kind of cheesy. So I think I don't like with Alice Cooper records. I'm not sure if it's just because of his age or his lyrics can be a little bit cheesy at times, and they're definitely more simplistic overall, but they can come across a little cheesy at times. White Line Frankenstein was the sixth track. This is probably my favorite track on the album. It kind of reminds me of Feed My Frankenstein, the way the vocals are delivered. Definitely more rockin' song, a little bit heavier, really catchy chorus. Really good lead work on this album, on this song as well, and solo. This is probably my standout track on the album, and it does feature Tom Morello as well on guitar. And Big Boots was another song I wasn't too crazy about. I don't think he's actually talking about boots. He's kind of talking about something else, if you know what I'm saying. But it was more of like the chorus was kind of cheesy. I wasn't a big fan of that song as much. The guitar work and musicship was good, but I find the lyrics kind of took it down a little bit. Rules of the Road was kind of a song about, what not to do to become the 27, a member of the 27 Club, kind of how to avoid the negative tropes of being on the road and a musician. I thought that song was pretty cool. And The Big Goodbye, another rockin' song, pretty good guitar work, great vocal delivery. Catchy chorus, another rocker. Road Rats Forever was kind of a good nod to the road crew, the kind of people that make the shows go smoothly. I really enjoyed that track. It was really solid. Baby Please Don't Go was the one, was the one ballady song on the album. His vocals really came through on this one. Really nice delivery on the vocals. Really soft and somber vocals, and more acoustic, and a really nice vibe to this song. I really enjoyed it. Kind of broke up the monotony of the kind of the sameness of the other songs. So it was a nice change in pace. And 100 More Miles, Another pretty rockin' song, great guitar riffs, a little bit heavier, just pretty rockin' all the way through, nothing too different from the other songs. At this point in the album, when you're getting to the end, the songs are starting to sound a little samey. They're kind of blending together in a way. And the last track is Magic Bus, which I believe is a cover of a Who song, if I'm not correctly, The Who. But I'm not 100% sure. I think it was written by Pete Townsend, so I'm assuming that's the case. Really good song though, really killer drum solo, kind of halfway through in this song. I really enjoyed that. Kind of just changed it up a bit. So just kind of overall, I wanted to go through the tracks quickly. Positives of the album. It's an Alice Cooper record. If you like Alice Cooper, you're going to love this album. It's got his eerie vocal delivery, some great guitar work. Musicianship's pretty solid. Lyrics are a little bit more simplistic, but he tells a really good story. Their songs are fun. Really good catchy choruses, sing-along kind of stuff. Yeah, so it's nothing really to complain about there. His vocals are really good. The guy's got to be, I don't want to look it up right now, but I believe he's like at least, 75, 80 years old. His vocals still sound really, really good, delivers really well, especially on the ballad. It really stood out there. The vocal clarity and stuff was really nice. And like I said, it's kind of that experience with Alice when it's like watching like a rock show with like a theatrical horror kind of play at the same time. That's kind of the vibe you get when you blend it all together. Some of the songs, the cons of his music, they can sound a little dated at times. The way the choruses are and the songs are structured, they sound like they're kind of from the 70s and 80s still. They still put out that kind of energy and vibe to them with more simplistic lyrics and stripped down themes. Not necessarily a bad thing. They have modern production for sure, but just the way the songs are constructed and the way they sound, they do sound like of a time past, if that makes sense. They don't sound quite modern. If it sounds like a song, it sounds like music that was from the 80s or something like that. Other than that, negatives, the songs kind of blended together at times. The riffs started kind of sounding the same. Not that they're bad, but I find it'd be a little bit better if they had more diversity in some of the songs and change up the riffs and stuff. I found the overall vibe of the music was kind of the same. That's why the ballad was a nice change kind of near the end there. But overall, really solid album. I did enjoy it pretty well. It's definitely a pickup worthy. It's definitely one I'll be adding to my collection once I go grab it. And for a rating, I'd probably give it maybe a 7 out of 10 would be, 7 out of 10 is pretty fair. I'd give it a 7 out of 10 personally. Definitely not his best album of all time, but it's solid, good, fun, rock music. Kind of reminds me of AC/DC, where you don't really take it too seriously. It's just good-hearted, upbeat, fun to listen to, sing along, tells a story, just kind of simplistic rock music that's really fun to listen to. That's pretty much what you get with this album. So let me know down below, guys, what you thought of the new Alice album. Did you enjoy it? Is it not that great? Did you like it better than the previous album? Put it in your comments down below. And I appreciate you guys watching. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the content. And we'll check you out on the next one. Keep it metal.